Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Frequency and Figures. Woo, we are your hosts. This is Stacia Jeanette, my cosmic bestie from the other side of the world. I am Dr. Val Ratova. I'm a neuroscientist who is obsessed with all things numbers and numerology. And today we've got a little treat for you where Stacia is gonna tap into the energies and do her magic and tell you all about what's coming up in November. And then I will do the same from the aspect of numerology and we'll see where that leads us. So without any further ado, Stacia, please introduce yourself and let's get this ball rolling.
Yeah, hey, thanks for the intro. I am Ascension Oracle V, Stacia Jeanette, and essentially I'm an oracle, so we're gonna do a little bit of pulling from the timelines and energy of November and see what the energies are giving, what potentially can be expected of November from an energy front. And I'm also going to channel, so just whatever kind of messages, words of caution, or advice that may be coming through from God's Source Universe that needs to be told through the cards. So I'm going to get into it. So the first card that came out is There Are Imposters Among Us. Illusions, trickery, fakes, deception, and use intuition. Second card out is You're Not Crazy, You Know. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, don't question yourself, and don't second guess. And last card out is You Have Nothing to Prove to Anyone But Yourself. Life isn't a competition with anyone but yourself. Take the pressure off of yourself, and nothing and no one else matters. It's you versus you only. There's two strong threads of energy here, so I'll go with the first one that's the strongest first, but it feels like there's a lot coming up next month around having imposter syndrome, about being the best at what it is that you do. It's like you're more publicly on the forefront, and there's other people around that are they, it's something about age, like because you're younger than a lot of other people doing what it is that you're doing. And so it's giving second guess type. It's like people are trying to little bro you. I'm trying to find the best way to explain this, but it's like it's almost like people are trying to dismiss your abilities or your expertise or your experience because you're young. And you you know your stuff, you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, you know what it is that you bring to the table, but it's like, this is like hater energy. It's like, but from old people. I hate saying it this way. It's like it's giving old people energy. It's like I know old energy. This is it's like a bunch of old people hating. And I usually say this at the end, but like the card that's at the bottom of the deck is he said, she said, eye rolls. The streets are talking what's new. Who cares? Let them talk. Focus on what makes you happy. You cannot please everyone. Keep growing, keep glowing, and don't read or respond to comments. It's like there's a lot of like
Gossip.
gossip. It's a lot of it's a lot of talk over the fact that like it's it's a this is like a group of old people that are either a part of your field or have been in your field. It's like for whatever reason they think they know you and what you should be doing better than you, and they've got it's bothering them that you're surpassing them young. It's it And you're doing things that they've not done, and they didn't have the courage to do when they were your age. And they think that if you deviate from the set path that was already laid out before you, then you're not doing it right. Then you shouldn't be allowed to shine, or you shouldn't be allowed to have the success, or you shouldn't be allowed to have the spotlight because you're not following the path that was laid prior to that they walked. Because you're getting to a level of success that they have not and were not able to reach by doing it a different way, taking a different path, is irritating them. But this is sad. It's a whole bunch of old people who literally had the chance to do the same thing, to make the same decisions, and chose not to because it required guts, it required skill, it required sacrifice, it required being strong minded and resilient to go against the grain, to do something different instead of just being a follower. And they didn't have the courage to do so. So instead, they just gonna sit back and be mad and do some shit. But you don't need to take on this energy. It feels like the month of November is going to challenge you in in knowing who you are internally, regardless of what the haters have to say, regardless of what these old folks have to say, regardless of what external illusions may make you think. Don't ever question yourself on your greatness, on your worthiness, on your deserving of being in the position and having the rewards and the success that you're about to have. Don't ever let anybody on the outside make you feel like you don't deserve to have all that you are about to have and get, because you've earned this. And these are some old haters. The only person that you need to prove your worth to is yourself every single day. Get up and be better than you were yesterday. That's it. But but the challenge for November will be not letting these people get to you. That's what I got.
Wow. I mean, amazing. And it goes very hand in hand with the start of November in terms of numerology. So here's what I got for the overall month of November is a 20/2 month numerologically. And what I mean by that, some people just say, oh, it's number two, but I look at the numbers that the two is made up of. And in our case, for November, it is 20, like 20. So it is literally two in the purest of its form. And two is the energy of love, support, partnership. It's a very feminine energy. Okay. I'm a life
Yeah.
path too. So I'm like, and I mean, you're born on the 20th, so you get the vibe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's all about, it's kind of that, we're coming off of a month one in October, very
Right.
masculine,
Right. Yeah.
driven. We're going into this kind of more relaxed vibe, but not without its challenges. The dark, I wouldn't say the dark side, but it's not really the dark side. It's more like the challenging
The
aspects
challenge.
of the two are indecisiveness and self-doubt. So I think that goes really hand in hand with when all the haters are gonna hate and say what they
Right.
say and
Right.
put their opinions out there onto you, you're gonna come up against this self-doubt, and that's just part of the vibe of the two. It's its shadow side. That's all there is to it, you know? And in terms of the weeks. The first week of November is a 9 week, which is all about healing, completion, dealing with things that you mentioned in your channeled message. When all the stuff is going to come up, who are you going to be? What are the things that you're going to have to heal and look at for yourself? I don't know whether you're going to have to go way back, and look at your childhood wounds, or whether it's going to be more recent events. Nine, like we're in a universal year nine, 2025.
Right.
And you know how
Yes.
this one's been. Like I've been
Right. It's
healing
like, ugh.
non-stop. I've like healed past lifetimes,
Yes.
this and that and the other. So that's the
Yes. Yes.
that's the energy of the first week of November, like major healing vibes and completion vibes. So I'm not surprised that you said all these old haters are gonna just come up. I'm like, oh, I know these
Yes.
people.
I know them. Right. Like,
I know
this
those
seems
people.
familiar.
Yeah, yeah. So that's week one. And I know week one, I mean, I'm not an astrologist by any means, but we've got the full moon in week one. So it's going to
Yeah,
be quite a
exactly.
powerful week for
Right.
healing, right?
Right.
And completions. Week two is a one energy, and that's really fresh. So it's really fresh. And week two, you want to focus on like week two of November is one energy, and you want to focus on self things like self-care, things that are for yourself. Like maybe you run a business. It's a good week to go and take care of those, like, the things that are yours. So whether it's your business, your body, your mind, but self, it's all about the one. It's all about me,
Right.
ultimately. And also things like pioneering stuff. If you want to start something, the second week of November is a really good week to do that. I wouldn't do that in the first week. I would
Right.
do that.
Like, meh.
Yeah, I would do that in the second week. And then the third week is trippy because that's November 13th to the 19th. That has a flavor of 11/2, the psychic. So
Right.
again, goes in hand with what you said. There's going to be some shit that's going to come up in week three that you're going to have to deal with, and the veil's going to be thin. Things may seem more woo to you, especially if you don't consider yourself woo. It's going to get
Right.
real
Yeah.
woo
Right.
in week
Right.
three. Like I'm an 11/2 life path. My life's all about walking the line between, 3D and other realms and kind of be like, oh my gosh, what am I doing
What
here?
is this? Yeah.
What is this place? So that's kind of
Yes.
the flavor of week three. So if you want to be doing like journaling, whatever, rituals or practices, or, book a reading with Stesha, if you really want to get like real psychic on your on yourself, you should the week three is a good time to do that, to tap into to those kinds of energies. And then we've got the final week of November, which is a three energy. So three is all about fun, kind of childlike curiosity, but also expansion and speaking your truth. Like any actor that is decent, that walks the planet Earth, is a three life path. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
the energy of like the creatives, the people that are out there in the public view. So the last week of November, I think, is a really it's a culmination of all those events you spoke about. Maybe it'll be the time for you to rise up and like Enough for the haters. Here's my truth. Here's what I've got, and let's expand. So that
Right.
will, that's what will complete the month of November energetically. And again, these are universal numbers, and then we've also got our personal numbers. Like we're all in a universal month too, but for me, it's a personal month, six. So I know that I'm going to be working. It's like a double whammy. Six is all about marriage, divorce, self-love, self-care. So top that with the energy of two, which is love, balance, da da da. I'm like, okay, I'm in for a really fun.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're interested in that, you should definitely reach out and find out what your personal year, month, and all that, because I find that it's really helpful to work with this kind of blueprint as you walk through the trenches of this reality.
Right. Especially when
Yeah.
you're coming out of the abyss, you need to have all of the tools in the toolbox, like to navigate as best as possible to try to help step away from any of the laid booby traps that are out here. You know, when you know yourself more and more and more, it becomes even more difficult for you to fall into the prey of illusions or traps or trickery or anybody else trying to like throw you, their opinions about what you are, what you can be, or what you should be doing. When you know yourself wholeheartedly inside out, can't nobody tell you anything at that point. Like when you know yourself, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know where you're going and where you've been. These are all like very crucial things. And when emotions come up, allow yourself to feel them. Like don't do the thing. I do the trial and error. What is it, Val? What that I'm a with the
You're
one
one
three?
three, 1 3, yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
three
like
line is the experimenter, that
the
you
trial and error
experiment.
thing.
Yeah, the trial and error thing. It's the three line, yeah.
Yeah, so like I can tell y'all full well, I'm like, well, this didn't work, don't do what I did, and just when stuff starts bubbling to the surface, and I'm like, oh no, no, like give me stuff this back down. I can't deal with this right now. I gotta go onward because it comes back to bite you in the ass later on. So, when you feel emotions, whatever it may be, let yourself feel them. Like think about if you see kids, kids will go from 0 to 100 and then back to zero very fast because they're kids. Nobody's told them like, hey, you can't express your emotions. They're kids. So like if something has upset them, whether it be that they broke their toy or they dropped their ice cream cone, they have like a mini meltdown for a second and then they go on about their day and they're like very happy. They just express their emotions and then it comes out and they're good. It's the same thing. We should all learn some things from watching children. The expression of your emotions is crucial, especially during this time.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said it because I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad we're doing this because that's the other part that's so oh my gosh. So the number two, the overall flavor of no of November, that two energy has like emotion is the ways that the twos communicate. So
Yeah.
you've
Yes.
gotta, that's another thing that I was like gonna say, but then you said it, so I'm so glad, is you've got to express your emotions. November is a really good time to actually, express them however you express them, whether it's through, dance, journaling, play, singing, or just crying, like whatever works for you. I've been learning that myself this year majorly. So I'm going to be taking that on in November because November, yeah, that energy, that two energy is definitely let the emotions out.
Yeah, and also doing a thing of like shaking. I know it sounds weird, but like when you allow your body to shake, it releases stagnant energy. So the way that I do it is every night I have a speaker in my shower. And so I have like a little jam sesh prior to getting in the shower and after getting out of the shower. And I literally make sure to just like shake my body while I'm dancing and things because any kind of pent up or stored emotions or trauma or tension that you have in your body will release out that way. And also, if you're coupling it with dancing, it will help you to transmute negative energy into usable, positive, creative energy for yourself, and you're not just like harboring it in your shoulders, in your stomach, in your heart, in your chest, wherever you store your trauma. So like shake it out.
Yes, somatic release, so, so powerful, honestly. And it just like, we're not all this built the same way, but for some people, that works wonders. Like if you've got a lot of five energy throughout your birth date and also the numbers that your name is made up of, every letter is an energy. If like
Right.
you look at your name and there's a lot of five in there, I mean, you're a life path five, so you've got a lot. I'm not surprised that that works for you. It's all about because the
Right.
five are all about movement. And I've got a lot of five energy in my name and as well. So I do like somatic release, stuff like that will definitely work. Yeah. And if you don't know what the names of what your numbers are, you can Google it or again you can reach out and
Just hit up,
yeah,
right, hit up Val. Val's got the sauce for you, the secret sauce, Krabby Patty formula for you to figure it out.
exactly. It's fascinating.
What is your outlet typically? Like if you're feeling tension or stress or emotions, like what's your go-to?
I need to move. I do. I need to move. I need to either step outdoors and actually, I live next to this big park with a lake, and I just go there. Like I'm
Oh.
gonna go and do that after we finish the school because I need to do it. Like ultimately, but I also live next to the beach, so I can go there too. Or
Oh,
like
nice.
when I teach at university between classes, I go. There's another park there. I went there yesterday. I went for a skateboard. Right? Like I need to move. I
Yeah.
need to move. If I'm not moving, like I'm getting crazy, and it's not a good vibe at all. So
So you can tell like when you're getting pent up, when you have pent up energy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I just started being a bitch to people. That's a sure way to know that I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Right. But no, because I'm asking because a lot of people it's the cognizance of it isn't there, and it's almost impossible to be able to pinpoint what it is that you need to do if you're not aware of it. So, um, that's great. That's great on your end. I'm glad that you know, and I'm glad that you're doing the skateboarding because again, getting you in touch with your inner teen.
It's really good. It is really good. I was skateboarding yesterday, and it's in this spot. I thought nobody was there, but I was kind of dancing as because I was listening to music. And then I saw that there was this guy like watching me as I was do rolling down the hill with like my arms up and all that. It was so funny. I was like, "Oh wow." Anyway, I have
Living
a
life.
I have an audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
People was just back there like, "Oh, she's feeling herself. Look at her go. All right. Whatever she's on, I need it." Okay.
exactly, exactly. But hey, it's that three energy, the creative, the inner child. Um,
Yes.
yeah. So that's pretty much November. It'll be a fun one. And then, how I said November, I think I mixed up the dates of the weeks, but that's okay. You guys can look up what's week one, week two, week three, and week
Right,
four.
exactly.
Um, but the last week is a week three, and it leads into December, which is a month three. So it's kind of good. Like you can continue on with that expansion, that having fun, that creativity, that speaking your truth, um, in that whole month of December, which we'll come back to in a month.
Right, right. What I forgot to ask what month you said was there and what week you said was the release thing, but the next week's full moon, during the full moons are always used for releasing, so I wanted to add that in, like insert also during the full moon, focus on your releasing.
Totally. No, that is the first week of November, which includes the full moon on the 5th or the 6th of November, is a week nine, which is all about healing, completion, release.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
does go hand in hand with. Look, week one's going to be a doozy. Week not like nine is a powerful number of major healing vibes. So, don't expect anything like butterflies, but that's okay.
yeah.
It's much required.
I'm already I'm already in it. I think we had that conversation yesterday. I was like, man, listen.
Yeah.
Rough. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of processing things out, but it's good because that means it's clearing. It's almost like an old computer system, right? Like a Windows 7 system, and you're wiping out all the old hard drive off of your internal memory and your external memory so that you can get the new system upgrade onto it.
Exactly.
But like you got to clear out all the old stuff first, and that's kind of what it's been like for me. But this is also the energy that we're coming into, that I've been swimming in for the last 2 weeks. It's this, but it's really good. It's really good energy. It doesn't feel like it while you're in it, but it's really good energy because it's making way for all the good that is coming in. The success that I'm talking about, that these older haters are hating on, is it's making way for this. So if you can just go through the motions and deal with it, you'll see come next year like the blossoming of this chef's kiss life, right? So just hang in there.
Totally. Totally. Because next year we're going into year one. Yay, yay, yay. New beginnings. All right. Well, this has been super fun, just as I thought it would be, and it was kind of very soothing for the soul as well. So, thank you. Thanks to
Thank
everybody who
you.
listens. I hope it makes a difference, and we can reconvene in a month and see what happened. And
Yeah,
if you guys go through the month and this is resonating, drop us a comment, like, share, subscribe. Yeah.
all the things.
Anything else you want to say to wrap this up?
No, just I've already said my last thoughts on the things, on the energy, but yeah, just make sure that you feel the emotions and let yourself have the moments to yourself to take in or release whatever it is that's coming up, because it will stagnate your process going forward if you don't take care of it now. And don't try to drink it down, and don't try to substance it down or away, because it's going to stagnate you. You just need to feel the things, acknowledge them, so they can go out, and you can go head to the next step of this really good stuff that's coming. Don't don't hold yourself back just because you don't want to feel the feelings. And that's all I got.
Totally. Thank you. And with that, we will end this first episode of Frequency and Figures, and we'll see you about in a month's time.
See
Bye,
ya.
y'all.